GLZ Podcasts.
Hey guys, you won't believe. Now you can not only hear us, you can see us too if you want.
Spotify video, it's a new folder, a whole new folder of the video.
We are the future.
It's
You
good.
can hear, listen and see.
For them it's good. For us, it's we need to be fancy now. The whole advantage of the radio is that you
So,
come as you are. but
Sponder, I
now-
didn't know it, so I'm going to change. Wait for me.
Okay. Link in the descriptions, guys.
Yes, and we are there.
שחר חסון, יוחאי ספונדר, Stand Up for Israel.
בסוף יהיה...
It's gonna be
יהיה
good.
טוב. הפרחים.
The flower will keep
שיהיה
growing.
טוב.
It's gonna be good.
יהיה
It's gonna be
טוב.
good.
אמן
If there's no anyway. We just want to tell you hi guys and to explain why we're wearing these things on the head. Because right now it's Purim in Israel, and if you don't know it, it's a holiday that we are spending money on costumes that we're going to use them only one time. Yochai Sponder, what's up?
אהלן שחר חסון, how is it going? How's going on? What's
I'm good.
what's the chicky?
It's like a rooster. It's a chicken.
You think it's a rooster?
You remember that when we were in Australia, in Sydney,
Yes.
we had a thought while we were walking
Yes.
that the chicken is a chicken. It's called a chicken not because he's a chicken. It's because he has wings and he's afraid to fly.
he has
So he's a chicken.
fear
of height.
Yes.
So every time you see a rooster, a chicken, he can fly. But the minute he's like 30 centimeter from the ground, I go, no, never mind. I'm gonna be shawarma.
He's chicken
I'm
out.
gonna be shawarma.
Yeah,
Never
chicken
mind.
out.
It's chicken out. You know.
you're
So
chicken.
I choose that because this is something that
No,
symbolizes.
but you're not that coward.
No, I just want.
You are a coward, but not as like a chicken.
You want to tell them the story about the alligators, or we told it last week? I don't
I don't
remember.
know, but there's a story where someone stung you and you decided
I still have the.
you don't have.
I don't have. Wow, that's a problem with something that you have. Something you got hurt, and you want to use it on your stand-up show, and then you use it. You write the jokes, and then you improve it 4 times, and then the 5th show disappear, and then you don't have a proof. You don't have scars. But I had something.
Life sometimes they're more fast than the way you build your comedy.
Yes. But I thought that something bad happened to me because, according to what you say, an ant beat me.
Male ant.
Male ant. You know that I had like a conversation with a lady this week. She came to Funny Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, a lady came to the show and she was sitting the first row on the stage, and she's pregnant, like 9 months. She's like, when somebody is waiting for jokes, you see that he wants to laugh, that he's smiling. He doesn't want to laugh from 0 to ha ha ha. He's like, he's ready. He's ready for your jokes. Okay, I'm ready. It's like, you like Wi-Fi. So you see the teeth, not the teeth, the teeth. Yes, teeth. The teeth. So it's like full reception. And then she was waiting for laughing, and after the show she came. She said, "I know that I looked at you weird, and you don't know why I sat so close to the stage." She said, "I have a baby girl, and I watch news all day, all night, and I want her to know that there's love in the world,
Wow.
not only bad news." So I came here and I said the first word because I want her to know that life is okay, So it was like, first of all, it's a compliment for us that she came to Funny Monday and she said the first row and she was waiting for laughs. I don't know if she got it because
What really happened there? She told him, "This is your baby."
and then only she laughed. Now she's laughing and not
Now
me.
she's laughing.
She's having
There is
fun.
laughter in the world. This
Yes.
is your baby, bitch.
But it was nice. And then, because it reminds me, the ant, after the show, she talked to me and she said, sometimes people, they're like ants. You are an ant, all of us. And sometimes you take a grain of sugar on your back and you start to walk. But it's not for you. It's for someone else. You will never enjoy this grain of sugar, So it was like...
Because the ant, when she gets to the nest,
She gave it to the queen.
Give it away.
Yes,
And then she dies.
Yes, she gave it to something bigger than her. So maybe this podcast is not the right metaphor for the ant and the sugar. But
the metaphor is you guys eat more sugar stuff.
yes, because of
sweet.
us. Because of us.
Yeah.
And now, no, people don't know, but maybe we can do a shout out that we may be going to Canada.
We don't know, but maybe we go.
Yes, to do shows.
And if you watch us and you want to know more about that, so...
Yes, you can follow us.
We'll keep
and
up.
We hope that we're going to go to Canada. I think that to do Funny Monday, for me, you know what is better than to do Funny Monday?
What?
To do it with you.
Thanks, man. So this podcast, guys, is for people that they're not from Israel or from Israel, and they want to use the Asbara, and like we want to listen. We're comedians that we don't have a lot to do, and this is our reserves. This is our
Duty reserve, yes.
That we can donate something, and we talk about what's going on, and we talk with interesting people that they're our friends, or sometimes they're just
Israelis like us,
or
wannabe to speak English. Sometimes they speak really English, not
we
like
bring
us.
here artists, and we bring here people that they have something to say.
Friends, we bring here friends.
Our friends.
I don't know if our hasbara is good enough, but I can tell you, I thought about the things that we did in Australia, in Melbourne, and it was, I don't know if you remember, we talk about it a lot. So it was like the table with all the students with the purple hair and the orange hair, and it was like, remember the flyers, Justice for Palestine?
Yes.
And I told you that I was wearing the Be'eri shirt, and I didn't want to start conversation with them because, you're by yourself there, you were not with me, and I don't have like my back, somebody that can defend me. I don't know what's going to happen there. So I closed the zipper, and I know that Justice for Palestine.
You also wore this
yes,
chicken.
with this chicken. It's always. I think that this is something that my soul wear always.
This is what you look like all the time.
Yes, inside of me,
Like
that's me. That's me. So you remember the flyer Justice for Palestine, and you don't want to start argument, but we know that there's no Palestine. It's like it's going to written on the flyer Justice for Narnia. There's no place like Narnia.
Yes.
You can have justice for the people that play in science fiction movies. You know. So I felt like that, and now when we talk about this thing, and when I talk about it on Monday, it was a lot of people, foreigners. So it's like when they see and when we talk about it, they hear again how I talk about it in my English, they feel weird. They're like I feel sometimes it's like when a puppy trying to guard savannah with lions and stuff. That's how I feel, that we are a puppy. Look at you.
No, I really like this. This is good analogy. This is what I feel when I'm performing in Funny Monday. That we are the diplomacy, the Asbara. That's what. We don't even have one sentence that's correct.
Yes.
And we try to...
And maybe the people that abroad, our haters, they start to think, wait a minute, Jewish people, they're really smart. Maybe they do it on purpose, and this is like to numb us, that we are doing good job. They think that we are like, הפוך על הפוך. We are like flip on flip,
Yes, they're doing like reverse psychology.
Yes, they think, they're not really stupid. Nice, I love it, reverse psychology.
No, wait, you don't know this, but Ben wasn't with us for 3 episodes. That's why the English drops.
That's right, the reverse psychology.
And I was guarding when you weren't here. I was guarding the English. That's why
guarding the English. Just imagine what happened to us. But thank you. But I just wonder, when you do reverse psychology, you need to look at the mirror, or you can just do it?
No, you have electric car.
You have like a toot, toot, toot. So I'm just saying that maybe what we do right now, we know that it's not the best thing ever, but that's what we have right now.
So let's invite a friend.
You have a friend?
I have a friend.
You want to tell me that there's somebody that is more friend of you?
No, I didn't say more.
He's here! I can't believe it!
Yeah. Oh, fair. That's exciting, man.
We have a friend that we love.
Yes.
You know that we love you.
Yes.
And
Ofer is a regular on Funny
Nice.
Monday and is a regular
Here
on
be.
and the English scene.
And his English is really amazing.
Yes.
Schechter always surprised that, and I remember that Schechter always, when he's coming to do the show, like open mic, he's telling, I have good English. Why I speak like that? Because
Yes.
of you guys.
You're going downgrade when
I'm
you...
going downgrade
Yeah.
with you. Why? He's on stage, he's like, why? What happened to my English?
I love when Ofer blames us with. I
have to blame
it's
someone.
True.
Yeah.
It's true.
No, it's not just you. But when you're on stage, it's because you're excited.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so your
Stage
English is going
frightening.
down. Your ability to your mind is not working.
You know, it's funny because when your ability to do different language, sometimes it's go backward.
Yeah.
But the ability to improvise, it's go forward.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you're with your back to the wall in front of the crowd, like in front of a squad, you know. So
Yeah,
you,
but still you have to be calm. You know,
So
you can't
so-
improvise if you're not calm.
So maybe that's the thing that they do the ketzer. Like you want to improvise fast, but you don't know the language, and then you have the the crash.
the crash.
You know
The clash.
the clash. That's how we say like electricity bump.
Yes.
Electricity jump.
Jump.
Yes.
Ah, nice.
My wife is when we were.
Why they don't want to
When
come
we were
into
in,
the show? We talk
when we
about
were-
the guests that
No,
don't want to
it's
come
funny.
because it's in English. Why they don't want to come? Just because it's in English. I don't
First
see.
of all, when we were in the USA, and my wife, she wanted to bring some to return something to the store,
Yeah.
and she has like basic English, and she wanted an excuse, and they asked her, why are you? It was like a small heater. She said, why do you want to return it? She was like, it's not working. Electricity jump. It made me laugh. Electricity jump.
And he
jump.
just look at her. Who are you? What you playing
Yes,
some
and
kind
they
of
don't-
NBA electricity devices?
They don't
You
care.
know?
I
That
think
all
that-
the houses like all the houses like jumping. The refrigerator. It's Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal. The refrigerator.
I think the reason you downgrade your English when you perform in Funny Monday is because sometimes you think that maybe the crowd wouldn't understand like a good accent,
Yes.
and you want them to understand the jokes, and so you like simplify the English.
Listen, I
don't
wish
know.
that was my reason. I wish that
Yes.
that's my reason.
But you made an amazing progress. You
I'm
didn't.
downgrading my English because I want Shachar to understand it.
Yes, you need someone to laugh.
And we just like hold each other. We're just drowning together, I'm a weight on his legs, he's a weight on my legs,
I
and we
think
drown
Yochai is
together.
the bigger
We are,
weight.
you know the movie Titanic.
Yes.
So we are the iceberg.
No, one is the iceberg, one is Titanic.
I'm the iceberg. Okay, let's move on. Let's move
I'm
on.
just saying. So you
Black
went to
iceberg.
you went to the U.S.
Yeah.
to perform. And
I actually didn't perform. No, I was on vacation with my family.
how long?
I was like, I don't know, 4 months, 3 months. I
Wow,
don't remember.
that's a long vacation.
Yeah, we planned it actually before the war, but and then the war started and we didn't know what to do, and we felt like, should we go or not? But since we planned it before, we decided to move on with the plan because I'm a new dad, so my wife got pregnant. Yeah.
New dad. Listen, you say that a new dad and your son is
Yeah,
going
he's
to
yeah,
army.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's
soon.
1.3, 15 months. And when he was born, I did Dancing with the Stars, so I wasn't at home
Yes.
a lot. So we wanted to have like a family time together. And
Nice.
yes, and I had spare off time, so we decided to go.
How was the experience from Dancing with the Star? Because you,
So
we
hard.
know that you're a star, but dancing we don't know.
No,
You know
it
that
was
you're a star.
very
We
hard.
know that
You know the
Sponder,
joke with
that
the-
Schechter is a star.
Yes, he's
But
a
to
star.
dance, I know that you dance funny, but I didn't
Yes.
know that you
No,
can
he's
dance.
the star. They dancing with the star. They dance.
Yes, that's the TV show.
Star.
Yes, I know.
Star.
That's the name of the TV show.
Yeah, but the
you
star
didn't say
also has to
nothing.
dance.
You know the joke of Dave Chappelle that they called him up and
Not yet. I told you that.
Yeah.
I told you that Dave Chappelle, they called him, hey, this we're from Dancing with the Star. And he was like, not yet. And he hung up. And I was like, what? It's time? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm
I
coming.
don't know.
How much money? You know?
Yes.
That's the difference.
That's the difference.
But they pay you good. They pay good.
They pay okay. I actually after
They
I
pay
did-
for. I'm sorry that I'm going right now to
my
the
pocket.
bank account, but it's for every episode, or you need to win
you have like
steps.
Sections.
steps. Yeah, you have if you pass a section, you get more money, but it's
Did you want to pass, or the embarrassment that you wearing yellow tights were like too much?
No, actually, when I was wearing yellow tights, I was happy. But I was embarrassed to like dance like
Just want
Yeah.
guys
wanna-
on YouTube. Ofer Schechter,
Inside
yellow
yellow
tights,
tights, inside the
yellow
balloon.
tights and a balloon.
I watched some episodes with my wife.
yeah.
And I gotta tell you that there was a lot of. I love the fact, and we talked about it. So I wanna say what Ofer told me after that he made fun of everything.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
amazing.
It was
Thank you.
like a comical point of view of a comedian, and I love that because I was, he's my friend. I was a little bit concerned of what's going on. You see your friend going to do some
Reality show.
reality
Yeah.
show.
You see your
something
friend on the roof of the building.
Yeah, the-
Are you okay? Are you okay? Why are you wearing white tights?
Yes.
Well, yellow tights? No,
Yeah.
jumping with the balloon.
Balloon.
mainstream.
What's going on?
Mainstream, like on prime time and stuff, and he made fun of everyone and everything, and like sometimes like the real thing that you want as a comedian that you would say in stand up, and they,
Yes,
they
it was
put it in,
funny jokes.
they cut it in,
Yeah.
and I told you that's
Yeah, yeah, that-
awesome that they
Yoav
let you
Safir,
be.
the editor, and Hadass, his assistant, they did a good job, like putting all the jokes in, and they loved it, and I kept doing it, and that was for me the show, coming, sitting down, and telling jokes, and dancing was like.
And you were a
The other
rebel.
part.
You were a rebel. You were like
Yes.
against
the
the,
bad
against
boy.
the dancing,
Yes, against,
against
yeah.
the
I
you
didn't
know
wanna
you
do
want
the-
to do things that you want.
Yeah, I didn't want to do the salon dancing. I didn't like it. I want to do. I wanted to do different stuff, and I tried, and it worked until a certain phase.
Level of,
level of
profession.
competition. Yeah, but then
Wow.
they wanted to see like a good dancing, and I couldn't do it. It's too hard.
It's really hard.
It's
yes.
hard. It's hard. You have to practice a lot. And I had a child at home, like a wife and a child. And she was like, he was 6 months old, and I needed
But
time.
the dancer that you danced with, it was like a good chemistry.
Yeah, Sana. We had good
Wow,
chemistry.
that was
Yeah,
amazing.
she was,
You look like a couple.
yeah.
And like
Don't
a-
tell it to my wife.
No, of course. But you look
She
like a stupid couple that
Yes.
she's going after you, do whatever you want. So it was like nice.
Yeah, she
we know
was
when I
funny.
saw you because every year they offer me. They offer.
They offer
He's
offer.
offer, but they offer me sometimes to be part of the.
Yeah,
cast.
they offered me too,
Yes.
actually.
Actually, no.
Listen, I got offers for stuff.
No. But we talk dancing with the stars.
Okay,
we don't
never-
talk about
never.
plumbering. Okay.
למרינג.
שרברבות.
זה
שרברבות.
שרברבות של רינג.
שרברברבות.
You know what I mean?
יש לך
So
יותר.
when I saw you, in the minute you said, "No, I don't want to do it because I don't know how to dance." Then I saw you, and you gave me like, I really want to dance because of you.
Yeah, it's funny. It's
Because
nice.
you danced, you really had fun.
Yeah, it's fun to dance, but I mean it's not fun when they tell you what you have to do, like straighten your legs, do stuff, and you have to. I don't like it. I like to freestyle
And
when I
the
dance.
judges, they were nice to you, or
Yeah, good. I know they do their
David
job.
Viri
yeah.
was
People always like sometimes they're nice, sometimes, but they wanted to see like the dance they know.
Yes.
I didn't want to do it.
But
they were good sport. I made fun of them, and they laughed and they loved it.
do you
and-
still dance at home?
Yeah, with my son, he loves to dance.
Now we're gonna
Really?
talk some gossip shit that Shachar and I would talk behind your back sometimes.
Nice.
That
I don't know what he's talking about.
No, but I like to.
I don't think he knows
I
what
like
he's
to
talking
open
about.
stuff. I like to open stuff.
Open it up.
You do a lot of.
You.
You do.
You do a lot of stuff. And it's not always like as a comedian, you always tell me I miss stand up, and like you
Yeah.
take a project of 6 months, you go abroad, you do a lot of stuff. You're very
Yeah.
busy man, and also you're maintaining your stand up career.
Yeah, I am
So-
maintaining. It's
So
just-
so if I would say to Shachar, if your name come up in a conversation, I would tell him like that. Sometimes I'm happy that I'm doing stand up by itself.
I think
And
you
like I could be jealous of other people just in the idea
Yes.
of what it feels like, but in the field of stand up, you know that
Commitment.
it's commitment. It's a different thing when you do only that.
It
it's
is.
like sport.
It is. That's why you're very successful, Yochai.
I am. Oh,
You are very successful. I mean, for me, I think you're one of the better stand-up comedian in Israel.
yeah.
you
Thanks,
Yes.
bro.
probably top 5.
Never
Damn.
mind names. Never mind names.
No,
Never mind names.
I think you're probably top 5.
Let's don't count.
No,
Thanks,
I'm not
brother.
counting, but I want to.
No,
I
I didn't want to
compliment
say
him
that
back.
as like
wanna
I'm bragging. I said it.
So I wanna
but
tell
that
some-
Yochai
Okay,
is
please.
you're very
Committed.
persistent and committed to your stand-up career, and it's amazing. And I wish I could do that as well. I mean, everybody knows Shachar, of course, his ethic of work, but he also do a lot of stuff, and he's stand-up.
So I want to tell something.
So Shachar is me and you together.
together.
So
Yeah.
I want to slap what you said.
Slap it.
Restore.
Slap it.
I want to slap. what-
Contradict.
Yes, I think Smondo, you're right. You need to do stand up. It's important. You need to be focused. You need to be committed. But I know from the years that I'm doing what I do, never do only stand up. Do a podcast. Do a TV show. Do something that it's like surround. You know, when you have a sun, you have rays of sun. If you do stand up, is the sun, but you need to do sometimes rays because you need to let the sun inspiration. You know, so I can tell you that it's important for me that I do this podcast with you. It's important for you to do Eretz Nehederet today. You know, because I know that you can't do stand up without to live life. You know, you can't do something. You know, when you start to do stand up, you know, remember all these friends that tells you, "I'm doing only stand up from now. I wake up in the morning, do stand up," and after a year they quit. Because you can't do only stand-up. You need to live, and then you charge yourself
I
to
know,
do
but
stand-up.
you do a lot of stuff. It's hard. I can't. I don't seem to find the time. I don't know how you do it. I mean, how you did Eretz Nehederet this morning, and then you came here. You say you have another show. I mean, when do you sleep?
One day, someone will tell, like the secret of Shachar. What
But
drugs,
you also like that.
What
Me-
drugs
when
he
I-
takes?
When I look from
Someone-
the side, yeah. What kind of cocaine he
It's
uses?
like he's up for 22 hours.
No,
a
it's
day.
crazy.
This
I
is
see you at the club until 3:00, and you wake up.
People think
at-
I know.
Yeah.
People come ask me sometimes
I
like,
wanna
what
tell you
Shachar
something.
eats?
I tell
What
you-
Shachar? How
But I want to
Yeah,
tell you
yeah,
something,
it's like this.
Schefter, sometimes the club, the comedy club, you know, it's like my hobby too. And my friends, I know you have hobbies. You go to surf,
Yeah.
and you go to do stuff. And sometimes, you know, that this is my community. So
Yes.
you tell me why I'm until 3:00, because after the show, that's my family.
He took me to a show in Melbourne,
Wow.
to stand-up show. Now I'm tired. Leave me the fuck alone. Because I fell asleep in the stand-up
In
show.
the middle of the show to the and he's a comedian.
Yes.
And he had the audacity after the show to go to the comedian. Great job, man. You were
Was it
sleeping.
funny comedy.
You were
You want to
sleeping.
hear a
He
joke?
was sleeping.
You want to hear a joke?
Yes.
It's good, Joe.
He said like, I've heard.
It's probably
I've
the
heard-
first joke.
It's a
I've heard-
cover. It's
yeah,
a cover.
it's
It's
a
a cover.
cover. Not my joke.
He,
It's a cover.
he heard this joke and fell
It's a
asleep.
cover.
After
It's a-
this joke,
It's like,
that's unbelievable. He fell asleep after this joke. And listen, he's big person, and the waitress, she
Never
wants
mind.
she want to move. Excuse
couldn't
me,
pass.
excuse me. And he's blocking the way to all the people. People need to pee, and he's like, you know, like somebody put like a truck with no engine in the middle of the street. Please tell the
Do
joke.
the joke.
Okay.
So the joke.
remind me to tell you something about Shachar later.
So he said, like, I heard recently that it's very good for your masculinity to expose your genitalia to the sun. I did it, and it helped. And it turns out it doesn't even have to be your son.
Fell asleep.
I don't-
This joke killed him. Waste all his
I don't
energy.
remember
it's
the
so
name.
funny that
Remember,
you
remember the joke.
You remember the name of the comedian?
No.
Goldstein something.
He was
a
Jewish
He was
because
Jewish?
we talked.
Jewish from
Oh
Melbourne.
That's
my
why
God.
he went to him after the show. Good job, you know.
Good Joe. Good Jew. I
Good
said.
Jew. Good Jew,
but,
you.
But he was like
You
amazing.
Jew.
It was like, listen, I don't know, when I go to see stand-up show, even if it's a language that I don't know, I like to
He
to
likes
feel
the rhythm of them.
Yeah.
the energy, the rhythm.
Yeah, sometimes you can laugh even if you don't understand the language.
The best
Yeah.
example, Manny Malka.
Yes.
Sometimes go on stage in English. It's like, my stomach. There's no word stomach.
You know how
Stomach and...
you know how bad English you've got to have that Shachar say that you doesn't understand. Yeah.
Listen, he went on stage this Sunday, my open mic. He and the club. Listen.
By the way, shout out to
There's
Manny
no
Malka.
one-
He has a birthday today.
Oh, man, he was out of, yes.
Hey.
I just talked to him. He
And-
told us about, we have a group, like he told us about the bad show in Akko.
Why? Yes, the best bad gigs.
Yes,
stories.
I
bad
love it,
gig. Why,
yeah.
so funny.
So, sorry, yes.
I have a story about Shachar because I don't know when I saw it, but one time I was Avri Gilad had a show and I was his guest, and I don't know, it was like 15 years ago.
Yes.
And I sat on the sofa and I didn't do stand up yet, and Shachar and I didn't do stand up yet. And Shachar,
This is
he hold it.
we have the equipment
In
to hold
my hand.
the rest of the year. Be careful.
And Shachar, he did like a stand up.
It's a spot. It was like at the
yeah.
end of the show. I sat with him on the sofa.
He came to the sofa and he did stand up, and I was like, I didn't understand what he was doing. I was like, oh, what's going on? And he was like, he was committed and he did it, and he didn't have like any breaks, and he like went all in, and that's why he's what he is today. You
It
know,
was tough to do.
It's
do
a very
guest
hard
spot
gig,
in
yeah.
front of somebody that he's like.
Late night.
Avri is an amazing person, but he likes to ask question. If you start like a joke,
Yes.
Yesterday I went to a restaurant.
How was it? What is the name of the restaurant?
He was like,
What did you
Iron
eat?
Dome for the punchline.
Yes.
You know, you start. He gives you the feeling that everything is okay. The restaurant, we came, the host, and what the name of the restaurant? You know, unbelievable.
exactly.
So it was tough,
Yeah.
and I remember that it was like I remember you as a guest. You
Yeah.
were like, listen, you are a star, like 20 years.
I
Like you started as a exit. You know
Yeah.
that I wrote
20,
for
22.
Schechter. I wrote for Schechter TV show.
Yeah,
No, exit.
for Exit. You wrote for
I
Exit.
wrote for exit, and I told you this story.
I don't remember.
And there's a sketch that I wrote with Frischman and Tatia that they got cancelled for 2 weeks. It was
I don't
Sophie and Mofi. It was
Oh, yeah.
it was a sketch about, I think that Michael Anegbi, he was Mofi, and Sophie was Sophie Tzedaka, and he was wearing like this
yeah.
hat, and he said he came in he said at the end of the sketch he gave her a condom and told her, tell your sister that call me. I don't know, that was the punchline, you know, to Sophie Tzedaka with the condom. And they canceled you for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And you showed your butt.
I showed my ass. Yeah.
It was a pure ass or a
What do you
G-string?
mean? My ass is pure.
No, a G-string or pure?
Oh, pure.
Pure?
I mean, I actually didn't show it on TV. I showed it on. We had like this Exit City, which was like a show like for young people.
Yes.
We had like a rock concert in Hulon. Like 20,000 people came, and we did the show. Like we sang songs that we wrote and stuff and rapped, and I felt like a rock star. And I just like pulled off my pants.
Wow. And
Yeah.
it was on television?
No.
So
It-
how
They
it's
complained.
so
Somebody,
big?
do you know Raz Shechnik, the reporter? So his nephew, I think his nephew was there, and she told him about it, and he put an article
Wow.
on Yediot Achronot, and then it became like a big scandal.
Wow.
Wow.
So it's like
So that's what if someone
it builds you.
wanna break
it
out.
builds you.
No,
It
I-
builds you like the bad boy.
I actually think it held me back. I mean, it took me a long time to like,
Recover?
to recover from it.
So you succeed, although not because.
That's what I think. A lot of people say that's what built you, but I don't think so. I think it's only stopped me because a lot of people thought I wasn't serious enough, to do like.
But they took you to telenovela. You were
Yeah, but
playing like a dramatic.
But yes, but it took me a lot of time to convince them that I can do it, that I can.
It was before the telenovela.
that I can like take a serious part and be serious, and even be like they think you're not a serious worker, that you would come on time to work and learn the text.
Because
and
you
stuff.
showed your ass.
Yeah, just
like
because of
nobody,
that.
like you are the only person with an ass.
Oh yeah.
You know?
You have
Unbelievable.
very serious parts in dramatic acting roles that you do, and you did Metim Lerega,
Yeah.
Die for a Second.
Gal
for a
Zayt,
second.
בסדר, you don't have the situation. What?
What?
Gal
What
Zayt
about
is
the
actually
situation?
one
What?
of the best.
He wrote this
acting,
with his wife.
coaches
Yes.
that there is. Yeah, he wrote it with not his wife and a girl named Ronnie Ido,
Yes.
which is very talented as well.
And you also do a lot of auditions in the
Abroad.
phone. I saw you once
Yeah.
doing audition in the phone.
Maybe I send a Mazal Tov
LA.
to somebody.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
No,
like standing,
I got it.
Mazal Tov,
Mazal Tov, hey,
fine,
Gilad.
pass. Not pass, the opposite. You know. So when you were, I remember you were like the nemesis of Yuda Levi.
Yes.
What? Explain.
You don't know?
But like
all,
Ofra Chaza and
Yes.
all the tell.
And
all-
Ofra Chaza died, so one of us. But, we weren't like the nemesis. They made us nemesis. We weren't nemesis, but
in
yeah,
his show, he made fun of himself, which is his girlfriend said like, Ofer Shechter's here. Like they made you had a role there that is like talking about that you guys are
Yeah?
nemesis. I
and
think
Ish
so.
Hashemad?
But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did his character. There was like like 10 years ago there was a show called Shavua Sof, which was like Eretz Nederet, and I did Yuda Levi.
Yes.
I did makeup, and the only thing Yuda Levi said was Yuda Levi. That's what he's like. How you
That's the
doing?
catchphrase.
Yuda Levi. That was it.
Okay.
And so what are you doing now, Yuda Levi? That was the character.
Okay.
Super funny. And Yuda was very like self-humored, and he came to the last episode.
Nice.
And we did the Yuda Levi and Yuda Levi.
Amazing.
Okay.
Yuda Levi met Yuda Levi. He came and he was Yuda Cohen. I don't know, something Yuda Levi and he was a Yuda Cohen. Something crazy.
Okay.
And
So it's for you. It's like you better to do. You like to do more dramatic. Or
now
comedy?
I only like to do comedy. For me, I stand up. Like, yeah, a couple of days ago, I was in the Camel Comedy Club with Roy Levy, and Roy Levy is the one that brought me into stand up. He brought me into stand up. He insisted I would go and do stand up. And I had like a fun show, and we drank some beers, and I was like, I texted him later. I would always
Thankful.
yeah, we'll be thankful for you for bringing me into the stand-up zone, because I
And
think
then
it's the best.
a rat step on your.
On my leg.
On
No,
your
it
leg.
was when I was home. But really, I really stand-up is the best.
Remember that I met
Why?
you
Why?
in the
You
Camel
just try to
Comedy Club,
understand.
and I told you you had like a show that wasn't. You know, when you're beginning,
I bombed.
You didn't bomb, but it was challenging.
It was tough.
There were times in the Camel Comedy Club that no one had a good set because you know
Yeah.
Environment
Sometimes.
and the
Yeah,
rats.
yeah.
it's the time. But
And
also
the
like
AC and the speaker and the light.
never mind names. but like those conversation on the bar that like I told you, man, I can't believe you're doing it.
Yeah.
I can't fucking believe
Yeah.
because to be that famous.
He has
Listen,
something. He has
you
things to
started-
lose.
No one knew you when you started.
Yes.
No one knew me
I
when
had a lot of
started.
things to
That's
lose.
like to be that famous, like a host in television on prime time, and then
Yes.
you're going on stage and you risk your everything you built.
And I was so
But
bad.
I
you know-
super appreciated that.
But you know, when I do stand up more and more, the more years that I do stand up, I start to understand that there's nothing to. It's all about you, you know, because you have like ego, not you, all of us as a human being. You have ego, and you have problems with yourself. You question how funny are you, and that's the problem, because if you're gonna go on stage and you do what you do, your art, without all the things that interrupt you, you know, that I had like
Well, the
I
background-
did meditation and something that helped me to do that. And when I look at my shoes, when I open my eyes, they were the size of Evan Gvirol Street.
Yeah.
And I realized that I would never be able to fit to my shoes because of my ego and my self-esteem. So, you know, sometimes that's because, and that's why I believe that now as a comedian, I understand that just walk in, you know, you don't need to fit to your old shoes. You can walk in your shoes. You know what I mean? So just do the thing. And if
Yeah.
you every show go and you start to judge yourself, say, oh my God, what they think about me. Who cares?
Yeah, but you got to.
show must
You
go
got
on.
this.
Show must go on.
Show
Thank you
must
so
go
much.
on. But you got this after 30, 25 years. How long have you been doing it?
25.
25 years. You, at the beginning, you don't have this depth of thoughts. You only think, I'm good or not, I'm good or not, I'm not funny, they're not laughing. That's like, and when you start performing, you go deeper and deeper, and you ask yourself, you get answers, you ask more questions, you get more, and your ego is, you always steer your ego, you always picking your ego when you do stand-up. And you have bad shows, you can't stay here on when you're doing stand-up. Even you have, like when you have like 100 shows, amazing show, one time you will crash.
Not one time.
Yeah.
Once one.
One joke you crushed.
It's
and-
always, you know,
Yeah,
the
and
feedback is like,
Yeah, that's what I love about stand-up. It always like brings you back down to earth.
Yes, but I
It's
always
humbling.
I always
Yeah, it's
tell to
very
comedians, and I had the conversation with Responder about it. He said about, as a comedians, we need to think about the meaning, about that we have like something we need to do.
Responsibility.
And it's and I told him, Responder, you're not responsible for nothing. You're just responsible to save yourself. And he said, yes, but when you do stand-up, you like to stir the thing. And the thing that you stir, and I told him, listen, you are not the thing that you stir. You are the person that's stirring that. Okay? So always defend yourself out of the pot of stand-up and your art. You know what I mean? Always be the person, be outside of the dish that you cook. Don't let them cook you, because they will finish you, or they're going to eat you, or they're going to throw it to the garbage. But when you cook, you can change the food. You can do other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yes, but I think
I
when you
meant-
get to the... Sorry, go.
No, I'm just gonna
I'm
give you
American
the
now,
other
so I'm
side,
polite.
and
Go
then
ahead.
you will judge, because Shachar took it to his place,
Maybe I
and
didn't
which is
understand.
okay.
I didn't
No, I
explain it
understand.
good
I know.
in English, but
But no, I'm saying that when you have, it's exactly like a superhero for me. And I know people will say like he's living in a movie and he thinks himself. No, I think singer, a known actor, or a known comedian, or known artist that people know and come to see him, he has responsibility as much he has rights. He has duties. Duties a kaki?
no, duties. It can be. It can be.
Duty.
Dudu. But duties, it's small kaki. It's a
duty.
ship. It's a ship.
Duties.
Duties.
You can be
Okay.
British and say
So
duties.
duties. No, like you have responsibility. Great power comes with great responsibility. If you have this power and so many followers, so many people watching you,
Yeah.
the message that you deliver and the things that you deal with, it's good to do nonsense. And it's great to make people laugh on nothing. It's also great. But if you also use that and you bring your agenda and you make sure that the things that you use that for pushing some changes.
I
think
I
it's
understand.
That's okay.
So that's what we talked
that's
about.
the example that you said about the superhero. I want to tell you, you are the superhero with the superhero power, and you have responsibility, and with great powers comes great. Okay, so what I want to tell you, you are not the superhero. You are the person that wrote the movie. You are the person that wrote the book. Always defend yourself as a person before an artist. You are the author of the superhero movie. Okay. Don't let them, because they're gonna finish you. If you're gonna be okay, you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
In a way, yeah. You understood what
No, I understand, and I agree with you, but what I'm looking for is like the higher level of being a comedian and stand-up comedian is put your ego outside. Even you as a person, I don't want to be there. I don't want to exist. I just want to be like the I don't know, the passage. I get
the canvas.
the canvas. I get
The straw.
the straw.
Straw.
Sino,
Sino.
the hose, the
Cash.
hose,
The tube.
The
the
cash.
tube. I want to be the tube. That's a good word. The tube. Straw is too small. I want to be
No,
the
but
tube.
you're straw. I'm tube.
You want to be the
You want me to show you again?
The
I'm a tube.
The colonoscopia straw.
Yes, the tube. I'm a tube.
The zonda. The zonda.
The zonda. I want to be the tube, like from the universe to the people. You know, you keep yourself out, as you say. I'm not there, but it's not because I don't want to feel that they eat me. You know, if they don't like me, I don't want to get offended. You know, I just want to be
That's why I
in the
say
place that
that
I
you
say,
don't-
listen, I'm doing my best. I'm trying to make you laugh, and if I'm not succeeding here, I will try another way and another way
That's
and
what I
another
meant.
way.
You know, after 5
that-
minutes, the crowd's not laughing. You're like, it's gonna be okay. After 10 minutes, they're gonna, whoa, they're tough, but
Yes.
I have the tools. After 40 minutes, that they're not laughing. You're like, these people, I don't even want them to have fun.
Yes, I know. I heard this too.
But that's what I'm.
Yeah.
We're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that you're gonna be a straw, you're gonna be a hose, you're gonna be a zonda, you're gonna be. But if you compare it to a straw that you deliver water, be that.
Mm-hmm.
But don't forget to be the farmer that put it in the ground, that can go to sleep with when taking care of his sleeping and
Yes,
his
of
eating
course.
and his drinking and his drugs
Uh-huh.
and his sex life and his wife and his kids. Okay?
Yes.
You are a regular person. You are not the prophet, and not a prophet.
Of course. I
Messiah.
think this applies the most beautiful thing that I find in stand up. It applies to every aspect of your life. Everything that happens on stage also you can apply it to life. So
Or the,
or the
other
opposite
around.
way. So when you come to your wife and your son, it's the same. You are the tube. You wanna supply them with good energy,
And they want money.
yes, and you can be
So
the
that's
tube
exactly
of the money.
the opposite from stand-up comedian. And when you do comedy, they give you money, and here you try to be the straw, but they take your money. Like you miss the crowd, but your wife and your son.
But who's
you know?
giving you the strength to do stand up and to go and be happy and be free? For me, it's my wife and my son. I go there and I'm happy and I'm fulfilled.
That's
because
amazing.
of
Every
them.
person
Yeah.
find his own
My wife,
his own engine.
Not only my
Yeah.
wife makes me laugh so hard.
I know.
Man.
I hate
She's
that.
funny. You don't like her?
My wife is always saying that his wife is she's the
She's so
funniest
funny.
person in the world.
Okay.
And
Very
I'm with
funny.
him. 2 weeks in
24/7.
Australia.
She's so funny,
He's
man.
like in morning,
Morning.
and I make him laugh while the person is like still crying, but his wife is more funny. You know what I mean?
He didn't say
Very
more.
funny.
He
No,
said that he's more
No, I
funny.
said
No,
she's very
Shachar,
funny.
be
Okay, you know
be
what?
the
Tell her
Zonda.
to come to open mic. You know, head to head.
She has
Head to
great.
head.
She has great English though.
Yes.
But be the Zonda. Don't care
we
if
order
she's more
sabich.
than you more.
We order sabich.
Yes.
Uh,
Who? You and Kayla?
Yeah, we sit and eat sabich, during the שיפוצים and stuff. אז אני לא יודע אם זה תורגם טוב. So we're eating the sabich, and then she's like, you know what? Cola would be nice here now. Cola. So I hide the cola in the sofa. So like a surprise. And the cola outside as a surprise. Like, מישהו הולך לזיין היום.
Somebody's gonna have sex. Somebody's gonna have sex tonight
But
because
why,
of the
why did you
Coca-Cola.
say it in Hebrew?
like as a friend. She said like as a friend.
Somebody's trying.
About herself. What?
She's funny, but that's the problem, that you don't fuck me. If you will fuck me, I'm gonna be the best.
You
I know.
what?
I
You
know what I
what?
need to do. I need
What?
to improve in that. Comedy, I
In the
know.
fucking?
Now I know what's Kayla. It's not. It's not even his laughing. It's other parts of his body is laughing. I make fun of all of his body. She makes fun only for one body
One
part.
small part.
Never mind names. And
Maybe that's the
Maybe.
problem.
that's funny. Coca-Cola
No,
is
a
somebody
lot of-
gonna.
And you
That's
said it in
improvising.
Hebrew.
Wow.
You said it in
When
Hebrew. You
someone
want-
is not a comedian and he makes you laugh, I think it's more impressive.
I feel the same way as you, Ksenia, my wife. She's super funny. I'm laughing.
Super funny, like
Super
she's
funny.
a superhero.
Yes.
Like she's coming to funerals.
She's
Super
super funny. She's super funny. I think she's more funny than me. She's making like skits every time she comes back. She met a person. She's imitating this person. I'm cracking my head. I'm like, she also
Ksenia
did
is funny.
stand up. My wife.
Really?
Yeah, I took her to do it. She did like 5 times.
In America?
In open mic in Israel.
5 times.
Yeah,
I know
in
about
Hebrew?
the first
In
time.
Hebrew? English.
In Hebrew.
Nice.
Before she was
How
pregnant.
did it go?
It went well. I mean, I was worse than her on my first time. She was good, and she wasn't excited as well. I mean, she was like fluently and
And
That's
she's
the-
gonna
that's the
keep doing
problem.
it.
I want her.
That
I
this
want
is-
her.
You know that I noticed that this is the problem with the beginners. When they don't excited from the stage, they're not gonna continue with stand up
Yeah.
because they don't have the self awareness to know that they can die.
Yes.
They don't know. They don't have the self awareness of the quiet. You know that today we had Eretz Nederet, and there's a joke that I did as my character as Yi. So it was like he's trying to explain in English. He said to Sarah, I can do explanation very good. I can do explanation very good. And then he looked at the camera. I can do it very good. You know what he did? But he said, it's like something worse, chamor. And he said, donkey instead of chamor. But that's the joke that they wrote, the writers. And it was like quiet, like 1 second disappear from the world.
Quiet in like
Wow,
in this,
the-
like
the
in
Even the
vacuum.
cricket didn't come.
Okay.
And then from the
vacuum.
control
Even the
stage,
cricket
do
was
it
like,
again,
"Mm,
do
that's
it
funny."
again. I said, guys, for you. And finish is... Oh, now everybody waiting for the next silent.
Yes.
Because they know that this is the funniest thing ever.
Funniest ever.
And then again, and then I told to one of the writers after he came to take of the makeup, and we were talking. I said, listen, if somebody will go on the schedule of the day, he's going to see that there's 2 seconds that disappear from the day. This is the 2 seconds that nobody was alive. They disappear from the moment. And when you do comedy, you know that it's so this moment. And when you don't have a self-awareness, you go on stage and you tell jokes and you don't even know the power, the negative power of the.
I understand, but
cricket.
my wife, she's not. I mean, she doesn't have the awareness, but she is the tube. I mean, that's how she lives her life. She knows she's nothing. You know, she always tells me, "You do nothing. You are nothing. You get everything from the universe. You are nothing." Every time I told her, "Wow, I'm so happy that I found you." She said, "You did nothing. You are nothing," and that's how she felt on stage. That she has nothing. She's doing nothing.
And that's love.
That's love. She's like, no, she's really into like being the tube,
And
like being
you know what's
with the
funny?
creator.
After she's gonna hear this podcast, she will tell him somebody want to fuck tonight. Somebody's going to have sex tonight.
I'm gonna get laid later.
The funniest
but-
thing about life is to watch your friend, a comedian, bomb on stage. Wow,
But
this
I wanna-
is the
I think-
funniest ever.
I love it.
Oh my god!
Listen, you know what? I tell
And you
how-
love it. You love it to be the friend,
Yes.
and you love it to be the bomber also while your friend
I
is
tell
around.
You how you know that we love it, that we love, this is the thing that we love the best, that when your friend is telling you, I need to talk to you after a show. And then you sit at home. You just wait for that.
The whole story.
You just all the plans that you had, you cancel a date. Listen, I can't come tonight. I have something better.
I have very interesting episode of what on Netflix. No, my friend.
Listen, my friend crashed on stage.
I love it when I come to Funny Monday and I sometimes like a joke doesn't work and there's a silence and then I hear one of you guys from the back. And that's was the funniest thing. And it makes me happy. Even though I bombed with the joke, I
The
hear
thing
you
is,
laugh. It's
you
so
know what's
funny.
the funniest, the basic funniest thing when you're a kid to see someone falling? It's like slipping on a
Yeah.
banana peel or whatever.
By the way, you can sleep on any vegetable. Banana, it's just a PR.
it's
It's
funny.
a PR, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
Believe me, if you're gonna sleep on
a pear.
on
On a
strawberry, on a
farfasek.
tomato, even what is this?
my point was
Okay.
that
Avocado is probably
You want
very
to tell me that
slippery.
kale will find a better vegetable
You
than
can
me?
sleep on
Okay.
kale.
Yes, and kale.
my point was that it's you see a comedian when they get improve sometimes after 5 years, 10 years that they become a real character on stage when they know how to
They
work
find
with
their
the
voice.
failing.
They find their
the
voice.
voice with working with the failure because they know how funny failure is and they have this safety net underneath
Yeah.
their comedy. They always fall and jump back from that falling and you work with that failure
I
and
sometimes
that
I'm
became your friend. And that's like because you know it's funny. You know everybody saw you bombing right now. You have these little funny
this
comments
moment is
about it.
funnier than your joke.
Exactly, and but you bring him back to the joke. You bring him back to what you want to say. You maintaining
And
this.
by the way, this
comedy.
is what clowns doing, but without words.
Yeah.
You know and stand-up comedian. It's a talking clown. You know, so that's the beauty of it. It's a talking clown, but with ideas.
Yeah.
You know, but if you think about clowns, you know, I like to follow a lot of mukyons. I don't know if that's the same word. Clowns on TikTok, and I can see them, and I just love to see them on the street doing stuff, improvise. And it's like, for me, this is stand-up, but there's no words, but it's always like they keep the energy of the improvisation. They always bring a new idea, and they know how to do exit to bad idea, and they know how to crash. You know, it's sometimes they don't even exit. They just want to crash. You know, there's like, okay, he said to a lady, sit on, and she's sitting there.
He's going towards the fucking, I think.
I'm trying to.
Yes.
You know, and then I don't know, and then he fell. You know, and he fell because she sat on him, and he respected her because. He fell because of her. She's not the joke. He is the joke because he
Yeah.
had the stupid idea. Sit on my laps, you know. So that's what you do. You always it's
You
like
make
a
fun
judo.
of yourself.
Yes.
I love when someone interrupt me to tell them, you're stupid because now I got to make fun of you. I don't like to make fun of crowds. Like the show is about making fun of myself,
Mm-hmm.
but when someone interrupts you, now you make fun of you. Like
now I have the duck. I can see the duck.
You can shoot the duck.
And
wanted
that's
to-
by the way, really important about the ducks that we said when we're talking about stand-up. That sometimes as a comedian on stage you feel that you have the power and you need to be smart, because sometimes when there's a duck in the crowd you need to understand if he's a duck because he's a heckler or is a duck because he has some kind of a problem.
Yeah.
You always need to be gentle. I always tell to comedians, the next level after I see comedians for many years, I tell him, now learn to be a gentleman on stage. Now learn to be a gentleman. It's because you can do comedy, you can right now crash this person
Yeah.
and to make fun of him. When you tell a joke about somebody from the crowd and he's answering you, when the crowd start to laugh about him without me, I move to his side. Understand what I'm doing?
Yeah.
It's important.
I know. You have to be gentle. You have to be kind. I learned it the hard way because at the beginning, again, with your ego, somebody interrupts you, you always fire from your ego. But if you're like a better comedian, you can you can hug him and hug the crowd and bring
Yes.
everybody together and still make something funny and not on his expense, but just like of something in the situation, which is much more funny, and the energy in the
room.
in the room stays better, and you can move forward and have fun. Yeah,
So
but
it's-
I think
it's,
the best story of joke stealing is with us when I'm going on stage at Funny Monday and I'm saying, guys, please don't take videos of the show because some of the jokes is not ours. We're like,
It's not
"Dude,
mine."
It's not mine, and so Schechter does that.
I did it as well.
He did it in the Kabel Comedy Club when he opens the English show. And he said, even this joke, he add the part, even this joke is not mine. And it's true because it's my joke.
It's your guys. I did the joke.
Then he comes to Funny Monday and he sees me do the beat.
The babushka of the
babushka
of the thieves
stealing.
of the thieves.
So I'm saying, guys, don't take video of the show because this some jokes that we do, so it's not mine. Even this joke is not mine. So Schechter comes to me after the show. It's like the part is going on stage after me. Just so you know, the half part
Of the joke?
this joke, even this joke is not mine. It's
mine.
What a loop, man.
Yeah.
Yes, listen. Sometimes you get inspiration from other people, and this is really I always tell to comedians, like when you perform with somebody and you see that you perform in the same lineup, always tell him that I do something
Similar.
similar to you. That
Yeah.
you can think about stuff like other people, but
course.
if it's the same marathon in front of the crowd, because we sell them magic,
Yeah.
and we don't want them to know that we are like we are not aware, we don't have awareness, because
Be
it
professional.
happened to me many times that I always finish the show in the club and I did something that I know I do it, and then somebody said, hey, they did it before.
Yeah.
And then you improvise about that. Because first of all, that's the moment that
Yeah.
we stuck in. But it's not fair, I always tell to comedians, tell it, because be honest, not for you and for him, for the comedy.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't disrespect the comedy. Okay? Me and you will solve it. But the comedy is more important than me and you.
Yeah, and also sometimes that's only shows that you guys are not professional. That I don't care whose joke is it, but I want to hear it once in the night. I don't
That's
care
what I'm saying. That the
who of
comedy,
you is like
the comedy that night is more important
Yeah.
than the person. Well, take it later.
That's why I have a problem. I always like fight with myself to see the other comedians or not to see them because
I always see. If I have time,
I
I
know,
see.
but I don't want to take. I sometimes
Unconsciously.
things, unconsciously they come to your mind, and then you find yourself writing them, and you think you did it,
Yes.
but you heard it
That
somewhere.
can happen, but I believe
I know,
that
but
if I'm trying a joke and on open mic and the crowd laughs too hard in the first time, I suspect that I stole it.
Yeah.
it's not
from
mine.
Shahar.
One time
it's a good idea that I took from someone else.
It's too good for me.
I don't like to take from somebody else, even by mistakes. One time I had a joke about like my penis being like I had a joke about the penis about this orgy with Ethiopians, and the joke was like imagine how big a black cock is if black makes you thinner. That was like one of the jokes. And then I said at home, I was like, I don't think this joke is mine. I think somebody did it. And I called it two only Ethiopians comedy, Barko Zaro and Shlomo Baby to ask them, Barko, do you have a joke about the big penis? Because I didn't think it was mine. And they said no. So I said, okay, I don't think I got it from someone else. And I stick with the joke.
That's a good joke.
Yeah.
Imagine how big that stand is if it were in black.
Black makes you thinner.
Yeah.
If this stand were in a different color,
It was bigger.
It was like an electric pole.
Exactly.
You know?
Ofer, what's now you're dealing with in your show?
No, excuse me. If it
In
was
what?
like that was a different color, it was a toothpick. Because it's black.
Black makes you thinner, not bigger.
What is
what's
thinner? What?
Thinner.
Thinner is so I didn't understand nothing from your joke.
The joke is good. I like the joke. But you see, when you see someone when he doesn't like understand your jokes,
מופיע
you
בחו"ל, אחי,
know that when you
He took me to Australia to perform
you know,
to people.
when somebody he has the look that he doesn't understand your joke, but he still laugh. He's like in your eyes. It's like
So just imagine that sometimes when I tell jokes, I'm like this. I don't know sometimes what I'm saying, you
Yeah.
know? I just say words.
I
that
wanted to tell you, you
shepherd.
don't say
The
idea.
shepherd is the
Idea.
wolf.
Idea.
Idea.
You put R in the end, but there's
Idea.
no R.
You know
Idea.
how many years?
I know.
How
Idea.
many
Idea.
years?
Idea.
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 It's like the hamburger.
It's not Teudat Zehut. It's not Teudat
Would you
Zehut.
like to have
ID, it's Teudat
idea?
Zehut.
I know. ID.
ID.
IDs it's very confusing. IDs to that zehut.
Yeah.
Idea.
Idea.
Is a raya.
Idea. Okay, you see?
Yeah.
Now when I have an idea.
Idea. Yeah.
Idea.
Ofer, you work now on your new show? On the-
No, I'm
He's
only
a
doing.
father,
I'm
full
a full
father. job.
I'm only doing stand up. That's
No, but like it's
yes.
a new show that you're working
I'm
on.
working on it forever.
No, but like you're working on
How
your
many
new
times
show.
do you perform every week?
I mean, I'm doing marathons, so I do like
That's the show.
Yes.
yeah,
spots.
like
That's the
between
show.
4 to 6.
Amazing.
Yeah, but I always want to do more, and I need to do some like
What's the
full shows.
what's the
Do you have
spices?
how many minutes?
You question, I question.
I
No,
question
because
your question.
but this is a question that continues.
Okay.
It's a continuous
שבע
question.
שאלות.
It's continuous question.
Yes, okay.
Listen, you know, I have an idea.
okay.
You I have an idea.
Idea.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Ask your
It's a hard
question,
word.
and then I will ask my question.
No, okay. You ask my question.
Because I think we have
What's
the same
jokes-
question.
What's the jokes about? That's
No, how many minutes do you
Okay, you
happy
answer
that
what
you
you
have?
want.
How many minutes do you have? Because you said that you
No, I
work
can-
on.
I can-
you said
I-
you work on your own show.
I can even perform 90 minutes, like an hour and a half.
Ah,
I
so you have
yeah,
you have
I
your
have
own-
the material,
that
but
you love them,
Yes,
or
I
it's like
love
you
them,
do it
yes.
because you need time.
No, I love it. I actually don't want to do an hour and a half. I like to do like an hour and 10.
Okay.
But I need to like, I feel like I need to like, it's like
Squeeze
a dough.
it.
Yeah, it's a dough, but there's like different parts and the dough is not smooth. I want to like make it into a whole.
What's the subjects that's very exciting you to talk about on stage?
I mean, now it's just my life. I like to, I'm excited to speak about things that really happens in my life and
the change that
the
you go
change
through
that
from being
yeah.
a single.
and yeah, being a single dad, being a single person, and now married with a child.
in like very fast turning from this to that.
from 0
From
to
being
10.
single,
Full family.
From being single and
And
a bachelor.
a
Just to
bachelor.
explain the thing is like Ofer is
And-
one of my friends that happens like I got the full route with like being with a girlfriend and then being
moving
moving
together.
together and then proposing like the whole thing. By the time from us,
He has a baby. After a night.
yeah, between our engagement, Kayla and I engagement, Ofer and Dima, like a lot of my friends got the whole thing
married and
from
a child,
married
yeah.
and a kid.
Because you are a snail.
I'm like a snail.
You're like Yochai is more like a diesel engine, you know. He moves slow, but he never stops.
Yes.
He always move. I stop a lot. I'd like
so
I
I
stop.
don't-
Yochai is never He can't stop. You know,
So
he's like
I'm
moving
like-
very slow, but he's
I'm
not
like a,
stopping.
I'm
Like
a,
a snail with
I
motivation.
don't even have an engine. I don't have even an engine. I'm like a car, a toy, you know?
You're
Toy
you
car.
know,
Toy on
a
cocaine.
a bimba.
Bimba on cocaine.
What happened with my life? Nothing happened with my life. Nothing happened with my life, you know? Unbelievable. life. That's life. But suddenly somebody pull over. Why? I'm the policeman that stopped me, and I'm the person that drive. I'm the bimba. I'm everything. קוסומו החיים האלה.
You have a child.
I have a child, but I don't have a relationship.
You want to have a relationship?
Of course I want.
Yes, I didn't think you
But
want
I'm
to.
a chicken, so I am afraid.
Ah.
Everything close. Everything close together.
surrounded with-
Wow,
that's
everything
the-
close together.
You're
That's
really,
life.
you're really afraid of relationship? I
I'm
mean,
afraid.
afraid of what? Of losing your like freedom?
My religion.
Yes, I
My
understand.
religion is like freedom.
I understand. I was like you. I just found the perfect woman, the perfect match, and
Wow.
I don't feel I lost. I feel I gained a lot of stuff.
I'm happy for
Yes,
you.
I
I'm
never
happy.
feel like I'm. I told my wife, listen, it's a problem because I'm so happy with you and my son. I have no like motivation to drive
Leave the
and-
house.
yes, to leave
That's
the house
amazing.
and look for stuff. I just want to be with them.
Feel
I'm
the same.
enjoying with them.
Wow, that's
I feel
Yes,
the same. I feel the same.
I feel whole.
I love
And
it.
First time in my life. Yeah.
You know, I have a bit about it that it's fucked me over. That
Yes.
I love my wife. It's bad for
Become
comedy.
Paula
I
and
know.
Leon.
You know this
yeah,
bit?
yeah.
I like
Yeah.
my baby.
Who
I
is-
like my wife. I like my wife. I like my baby. Let's see.
Who is Paula and who is Leon?
Baby, come with me. I'll take you with my bimba. Soldiers, come with me. Let's have fun.
Yes, I wrote.
Anyway,
I
thank you.
wrote-
So my
you,
wife.
Thank you,
So
guest.
my wife, I love her.
Wife, she's the funniest
Because
person.
she's funny.
Wife is the
She makes me
show.
laugh.
Paula and Leon.
You know
She
what?
makes-
If they're so funny, next week I want their wives here. Okay?
Oh my
Why I need
Actually,
Sponder and Schechter?
You
Bring
won't
Kayla.
understand.
our
You
wife
won't
is-
understand my wife's English.
I don't need them.
My wife and Yochai's wife are the same. They're both Russian. They both funny
And the funniest person in the world.
in the room.
Together.
Yes.
Yes. What
No,
can I
but
do?
listen.
No, but the joke,
the
is
joke
like
is
that,
like
it's like she's that's fucked me over because I see my friends making it, building houses from making
From
fun of their
stand-up.
wives. And what can I do? I love my wife, and this is it's bad for comedy.
yeah.
Luckily, her mom.
I told Ksenia the same. I wrote it, but I didn't do it yet. That I was like, Ksenia, you have to give me things. It's too
Bad.
good.
Give
Yeah,
me
bad
bad.
things. It's too good. I can't make fun of this. Everything is good. There's a problem. Yeah, everybody's like, my wife is like this, my wife is like that.
guys, they
No.
continue. But you know what's going to happen? Like 5 years from now, I'm going to sit with 2 divorced persons. And they're going to sit here and then my wife is not that funny. She's funny with the lawyer. She took all my money. you know?
Never. You see, that's
And now can I sleep inside your bimba?
That's
tonight?
a general comedy. No, I wanna talk about my wife in a good manner and still make it funny. Like tell I love my wife and make it funny.
You know what? So
not I hate
you
my
won't
wife.
believe, but we have a phone call.
My wife. My wife doesn't have a phone.
Guys, we need to finish.
No.
Sponder.
Yo, we are the show. Yo, Paula
He
and Leon. We
he never
decide.
said that we need
You
to
see the
finish.
clock?
All the time we have singers that they give us background sounds for the
nice.
credits,
You
so
can do-
you have
can
to do
move.
the.
You can,
Oh, I can play the guitar a
Yeah,
little bit.
do something. Okay.
I have an idea. Who's the credits?
So the editor,
The sponsors?
the editor is Ron
Ah.
Pellen.
Yeah!
Yeah. Let's do it on the guitar. Yeah, let's have the guitar, man.
Okay. So Ron Pellen is the editor of the show. Producer, Geffen Glaser, you guys. Videographer, Ben Asher, everyone. Sound technician in the studio, Ella Motola. And also Michael Amen. Head of Galad Podcasts, Hadar Frankel. Guest, Ofer Schechter
Thanks for coming.
and Shachar Hasson.
Yochai Sponder, guys, don't forget to smile. We love you.
Guys, we love you guys.
Bye-bye.
See you next week.
Somebody want to ride on bimba?